Hi guys, in this video I'm going to discuss about function in C program. So first point is why do we need function? So let's say right here I'm going to take first int three variable x, y and z, write printf function, enter the first number, use a scanner function, %d and ampersand x. Control V and add here, change the name, enter second number, so that will go for Y, enter third number, so that will go for Z, and add here, let's write printf function again, the multiplication of so first is for x%d, second for y%d, and next for z percentage and one more percentage. So add here first for x1, y, z and x asterisk y asterisk z. Now let's execute the program. So first number I am going to enter 2 or 6 and 2. So the multiplication of 2, 6 to 24. So suppose if I like to enter one more time the value of x, y and z. So for this we need to copy this particular line and paste it down. So right here let's execute again. 6, 2, 2. So right here 6, 2, 2, the multiplication 24. Again add here, this is asking enter the first number 5, 2, 5. So enter the multiplication of 5 to 5, 15. So if you like to enter the number again add to third time 3 times, so let's copy and paste again, execute 6, 5, 3. So add here multiplication of 6, 5, 3 add here 90. Again this is asking enter the number 6, 4, 5, 120. And again here it's asking enter the number 9, 5, 2. The multiplication of 952 is 90. After that add here press any key to terminate. So look at the code. It's at the code's total code is on line 41. So if you are using function, so let's see the use of function. So first I'm going to remove this all. Next, let's make this lines into one block. So let's create one function void, and I'm going to give mul is my function name, and close it. So right here, let's remove return, and right here, and at top right void mul, and first time let's write mul. First time I'm going to create out here two mul function inside of our main function. So let's run the code. So I have to enter the first number 8, 2, 3. So the multiplication 8 to 3 is 48. Now again enter 9 or 6, 5. So I have to multiplication of 9, 6, 5 to 70. So at here I have given 2 times mul function inside of main. So if you write mul 3 times, so what will happen? So at here control comes to main function hereafter, that will call, and that will go inside and call mul function. So mul function is this part. So hereafter that will go inside. Here I have taken 3 integer type variable that ask enter the first number, suppose I enter 2, enter the second number, suppose I enter 3, and enter the third number, so I enter 4. So at here 2, 3, 4, 24. So at here 2, 3, 4, and this is 24. Hereafter, when this block of statement completed, uh, means so this will print. Hereafter, control comes to this point. Again, that will go down. Next term, mul function is there. So again, that will call mul function. Again, that will ask enter the first number, second number, third number, and print the number. So if you are using a function in C program, so look at this is total line is I think 29, and program is looks so simple. But if you are using without function, so programs or length size is too big. Next, the definition of function. A function is a block of code that performs a particular task. So right here, I created one function, mul. So inside there, I've written some lines. So this is one block of code to do one task. Like out here, I'm doing multiplication. And next, without using function, we need to write particular block of code for more than once in a program. So without using function, we need to copy this and paste, and need to remove this one, and add here, need to remove one, and this is required. So right here, without using function, we need to write a particular block of code more than once in a program. So right here, the same line I have written, this is one times, and add here two times, and add here three times to perform a similar task. This may lead to error and irritation for the programmer. So look at this is looking too big, and if anybody is new user, so or they maybe do some error, and add here because of these lines of codes are very big, so must be irritation comes to the program. And by using function, it saves both time and space. So if you are using function, so not required, or this all, this lines of code not required, add here just define function void null, and add here right, make it into one block void null. So by using function, it looks so simple and very easy to understand. So that we are using function in C program. So this is the definition about function. So I hope guys you understand. Next, classification of function. So first is predefined function. So the definition is those functions which are defined by C library, or for example printf function, scanf function, or strcit function. So those functions are predefined function. So right here, or printf function, scanf function. So this is already defined. So if you are using, then need to use std.io.h for printf and scanf function. So declare a header file after you can use printf function and scanf function. Or next is user defined function. So about user defined function, in previous example I discussed about mul. So this is created by user mul function. So this is user defined function. So the definition of user defined function, the function which is created by user is called user defined function to perform a particular or complex task. So right here I created mul function, and this is block of code inside of mul function to do multiplication of three number. create one function void, and I'm going to give mul is my function name, and close it. So right here, let's remove return and right here, and at top right void mul, and first time let's write mul. First time I'm going to create add here two mul function inside of our main function. So let's run the code. So I have to enter the first number 8, 2, 3. So the multiplication 8 to 3 is 48. Now again enter 9 or 6, 5. So I have to multiplication of 9, 6, 5 to 70. So at here I have given 2 times mul function inside of main. So if you write mul 3 times, so what will happen? So at here control comes to main function hereafter, that will call, and that will go inside and call mul function. So mul function is this part. So hereafter that will go inside. Here I have taken 3 integer type variable that ask enter the first number, suppose I enter 2, enter the second number, suppose I enter 3, and enter the third number, so I enter 4. So at here 2, 3, 4, 24. So at here 2, 3, 4, and this is 24. Hereafter, when this block of statement completed, uh, means so this will print. Hereafter, control comes to this point. Again, that will go down. Next term, malfunction is there. So again, that will call malfunction. Again, that will ask enter the first number, second number, third number, and print the number. So this is the classification of function, predefined function and user-defined function. Next, I'm going to discuss about defining a function. So first, syntax, return type, function name, parameter list. So about return type, the return type is the data type of the value a function returns. If function not returning a value, then return type void. So at previous example, I discussed this. So at here, function not returning any value, so this is void. And our next function name. So this is the tangible name of the function, and it together with parameter or list. And about parameter list, so it is a placeholder when you invoke the program, so you have to pass the value of the parameter. And this is a function body. So at your declaration statement return value. So at your return type is integer, mul is the function name, and int is the data type, x, int y. So this is the two parameter, and function can have no parameters, and you can give one more parameter, int x, int y, int z. So according to requirement, you can give the parameter, and hereafter int z. So this is the local declaration, and at here a statement I'm doing multiplication between x and y and store into z. So at here return or type return z, because at here return type is integer, so that I'm using add here return keyword. So this is the way we can define the function. We can give for return or type, function name, parameter list according to requirement, and a local declaration doing some operation called statements, and return z. So this is all a function body. Next, I am going to discuss one simple example. So first, need to create function header and give the name max, and I am passing two parameter int a comma int b, and close it by semicolon, and hereafter let's create function int max, and here pass the parameter n1, int n2, and let's write function body. First I'm going to declare int j variable, and going to check the condition if n1 or greater than n2, then z equal to n1, else part z equal to n2, and here use return keyword return z, and go to main method, sorry, main function, and here write max, and since we get the option, let's pass two integer variable 12 and 5. So let's click on build and run. Here I'm getting the error because at here I forget semicolon. Now let's build and run. So look at the process return 12. So at here maximum between 12 and 5, 12. So let's give at here 56 or 58, whatever. Click on build and run. Here our process return 58 because 58 is the greatest number. Now next, let's see the way of execution of this program. So right here I declare a function header. So if you debug the code, control comes to main function. Hereafter control go inside max and max of function. So that will call the max function. So right here control comes to this point at here max. So 12 will go to n1 and 58 go to n2. At here I created one local variable z. So this will check if n1 greater than n2. So n1 value 12 greater than 58. So this condition is not true. Hereafter, that will go as part at here n2 value. So n2 value of 58. So that will go to z. So at here this will return z value 58. And one more thing. At here, since we are using integer and data type integer, and here also integer, so this must be integer data type. So if you give at here float, and if you debug the code, then here I am getting the error. So this must be if you declare at a float, then that will be okay. So if you debug, then error out, and at your process return 58. But at here I'm getting read, so this is out. So this is option name. You can give any other name like n11. So if you give n11, so you have to modify here also n11 and 11. Now if you click, then it's okay. 58 is returning. So this should be, you can give any other name. So this is not essential to be same, and but data type must be same. Another point, if you give attribute white and attribute, this is integer. So this will give the error. Look, here I'm getting red because it's not match. Here function header and declare with white, but attribute this is integer. So this is the problem. You have to give same name, or if you give attribute white, so this will definitely give the error. So attribute this is white and this is no integer. So this is the essential part about the function. Now error out. So I hope guys you understand the way of execution of this program. Now it's over. One more point I forget. So here I declare two parameter. If you give two parameter at your int c, and at here if you forget to give only two parameter, here is three parameter, and at here two parameter. So this will give the error at here I'm getting the error 1258, or you can change just get 78. So this is a parameter required. Now again that will go, and here from here that will go and check control comes to this position, so that will pass 12 58 70. So this there is no any part of third parameter, so here I'm getting the error. So see here I'm getting the error because here parameter is not equal. So this is also essential point to remember. Parameter must be equal. Here two parameter, here must be two parameter. So I hope guys you understand uh, the use of function and about driving method of this program. So now in this video it's over. Thank you. Hi guys, in this video I'm going to discuss about types of function in C programming language. First is function with no arguments and no return values. So let's say, so first I'm going to remove this one, and here let's write white mul. So this is the function header and main function, and inside I'm going to pass mul function. So let's write the definition of malfunction. So right here, write void mal inside take integer variable x, y, z and enter write printf function. So inside write enter the first number. So that will go to x and here write percent d and percent x. Now copy this particular to line and paste it down. Enter second number slash n. So that will go for y. Enter third number and that will go for z. So right here write the multiplication of percentage percentage comma percent d and last slash n x comma y comma z x into y into z. Percent d here also. So at here function with no argument. So there is no any argument and no any return value. And here I'm using white keyword, so no any return value. So let's click on build and run. Enter the number 4, 5, 5. So at here multiplication of 4, 5, 5 are 100. So how's the program work? So if you debug the code, then control comes to main function that go inside call malfunction. So control comes to this point here that will execute the block of malfunction. Enter first number, second number, third number. So after this is all completed, this return the multiplication of x, y, z. So right here I used a white keyword, so no need to use return keyword at the next function with argument and no return values. So let's say So right here, write int x, int y, and no need of this all code. So let's remove. Right here, write int res and res equal to x into y, and close by semicolon. Write printf function here, right inside multiplication of percentage is percentage slash m x comma y comma x into y. Here I need to give one more percentage. Now go to main function. At here in since at here or two parameter in main function, so let's pass two parameter 1, 2 and 3. Let's click on build and run. So right here the multiplication of 12, 3 or 36. So how's the program work? So if you debug the code, then code comes to main function. Hereafter that will go inside call malfunction. Control comes to this point. So right here mul or function two parameters there. So x receive 12, y receive 3. At here I declare local variable res. So right here 12 into 3, that will go to res. So or you can write at here res, the same output will come. Multiplication of 12, 3 or 36, the same output. So since we are in this example, I discussed function with argument and no return value. So right here I'm using void, so no need to pass return keyword. So right here I write malfunction at one time, or you can write one more time. So let's give 23 into 3. So that will multiply 23 or 3. So let's click on build and run. So right here multiplication of 23, 369. So function one time declare, or you can call many times according to the requirement. Now the next is function with argument and return values. So let's say, so add here return value. For return value, let's use int and need to mark this one as a comment and use return keyword. So inside I'm going to pass res, and inside of main function, let's remove this too. So at right int z equal to mul. So multiplication of 2 and 4. So let's click on build and run. And here I'm getting the error. I think idea function header declared with void. Let's remove, and add here. Click on build and run. So add here process return 48 or 12 into 4 48. Or you can write int z equal to mul 12 4, and add here write printf multiplication of two numbers percentage percentage, and add here pass z. Let's click on build and run. So add here multiplication to number 48, and next is displaying. So add here multiplication of two numbers percentage and z. So let's click on build and run. So add here multiplication of two numbers 48. So add here z value or returning 48. So how's the program work? So if you click on debug and run, so control comes to main function. Here after that will go inside add here int checked a variable. So add here mul function I passed. So hereafter control comes to this position. Add here int x receive or 12, y receive 4. Add here local variable I created res. So add here res equal to x into y. So add here 12 into 4 48. So this return 48. So add here this value 48 and z become 48. Add here multiplication of two numbers percentage z value 48, that return. Or you can write one more time mul function pass two parameter 1 2 6. So add here the output must be 12. Click on build and run. So add here process return 12. So in this video I discussed about function with argument and return value. Now next to function with no arguments and return values. So let's see. So function don't have any argument. So let's remove this. But function have return value. So add here int mul. So let's take one variable int n, printf into the number scanf percent or d ampersand n, and use return keyword return n, and go to main function. Here int z, so no argument, remove this, and here write your number percent slash n comma z. Now click on build and run. So enter the number 33. So your number 33 is returning. So how's the program work? So if you debug the code, then control comes to main function. Here after that go inside add here. I declare a jet variable integer type. Add here I pass null. So hereafter control comes to this position. Here I declare integer type local variable n, printf enter the number, so that go to n, and suppose if I entered 33, so that will go to 33, and that return 33. So mul function return 33, control comes to this point here, 33 initialized to z, and at here your number percent 33 print. So in this example I discussed function with no arguments but return values. Next function that returns multiple values. So let's say first let's declare white well. So this is a function header. Hereafter write int main function, and inside let's declare x variable initialized to 10, y variable initialized to 2, w and z, and write malfunction. So right here I'm going to pass x, y, ampersand, w, ampersand, z, and write printf function at multiplication of percent t, comma percent t, the value of w and z. Close it by semicolon, and let's write definition of malfunction. Void null, and here pass 4 parameter int a, int a, int b, int a star c, int a star d. So at here a star c equal to a star b, and a star d equal to give any value 11 plus 5 whatever. Now click on build and run. So at here multiplication of percentage w value or 20 because 10 and 2, and this will display 11 plus 5 15. So at here if you debug the code, control comes to main function. Here after that go inside. At here I've taken 4 integer variable x, that is initialized to 10, y initialized to 2. At here malfunction that call. So at here mul x value 10 and y value 2. So here after that call the malfunction, control comes to this position. At here 10 2 and star c star d. So this is the address, and this will store the value. So at here a into b 10 into 2 20, a value stored to c, and 11 plus 5 15 value stored to d. So at here control comes to this point, yz value or displaying. So this point, this value c value or 10 into 2 20, and 11 plus 4 d value or 15. So if you like to display xy, so here you write percentage and x comma y comma z. So at your output will come 10 2 and 20 15. See, 10 to 20 15. So in this video it's over. Leave your feedback about this video, and thank you again.